threw it back at me, I gave a move. That ain't a problem, I know what it the whole world looking at her. She hit the floor.
Then we're out of ideas? Out of evidence?
Did the murderer really get away with killing Ashfur?
And our warrior ancestors will forever break contact with the clans. Is this hopeless? Was this hopeless from the beginning?
We're lost, aren't we?
I never thought it would be this hard.
No, we are not out of evidence. We are not hopeless. We're so close. The culprit isn't getting away with this murder. We just need one more clue. Something to tie this all together. There has to be something. The culprit's story will fall apart. This has to be it. Near where the body was discovered was what I believe to be the real cause of death. You knew it too, right, J-Feather? Does this all make sense now?
Brambleclaw, I'm warning you. There's no going back, and you're ruining the life of one of our clanmates.
The culprit took the lives of one of our clanmates already! This has to be done.
What did you find, Brambleclaw?
Near the shore, where the body was discovered, was a bush of nightshade. You found this yourself when you did your investigation, didn't you, J-Feather?
Nightshade?
Nightshade is a severe poison. Its berries rival that of deathberries. I had no idea a bush like that was near the lake.
Are you saying the culprit got Ashfur to somehow eat a nightshade berry from that bush? Do you really think that's possible? How did J-Feather do this?
He didn't. Leafpool already said she and J-Feather shared the medicine den that night. He couldn't have had access to this bush to poison Ashfur.
They wouldn't have to necessarily make Ashfur eat it either. Even a little bit of the juice in the bloodstream will cause severe damage.
Seriously, how do you know all of this, Cinderheart?
And the only one near the scene of the crime was Ashfur and Hollyleaf. How did Hollyleaf poison it with the berry then?
Hollyleaf didn't commit this murder either. The path she took to and from the lake didn't cross paths with this bush at all. Based on what Brackenfur and Cinderheart have said, Ashfur was at the lake first, followed by Hollyleaf not long after. There isn't a way Hollyleaf could have had time to go to the bush and even grab a single berry, let alone use it on Ashfur before he noticed.
I didn't even know the bush was there to begin with! I couldn't have poisoned Ashfur!
If it wasn't Hollyleaf and it wasn't J-Feather, then who, Brambleclaw? You've got your evidence. You need to fit it to a cat.
Right now, we're just as confused as when we started. How can you be certain that's what caused Ashfur's death to begin with?
Brambleclaw, I'm begging you. Don't do this.
I'm sorry, J-Feather. But I need to expose the culprit for their... No, this isn't right. The culprit didn't commit a crime, nor did they break the code. I don't think the culprit meant to kill Ashfur. They overheard Hollyleaf and Ashfur's meeting by hiding in the bush. It was just enough space between it and the forest behind for a cat not to be seen. especially at Moon High. The nightshade berries are so dark, even the culprit themselves couldn't tell what bush they were standing near. It proved their downfall. This murder was an accident. An accident. That's it! Who had a small enough window to witness the meeting and kill Ashfur? I have to think. ThunderClan depends on my answer. It has to be you. Sandstorm. You're the only one who could have committed this murder.
Brambleclaw, are you downright insane? I know this trial has probably messed you up in the brain, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Sandstorm? That can't be true!
And it isn't. Brambleclaw, you should know more about this than anyone. Sandstorm couldn't have killed Ashfur. You sent her, Dustpelt, and I on a patrol that night. That's how we cleared my name. We have an alibi.
Not all of you. Dustpelt. When I was investigating, you stated that Sandstorm went hunting alone.
Yeah, of course, because she did! She even brought back a mouse!
And just how long was Sandstorm gone?
Well, they were gone for a while, but...
But, like I said, they went hunting and brought back a mouse. That proves they went hunting! Tell him, Sandstorm. Sandstorm?
Ashfur died near the lake. They couldn't have realized they poisoned Ashfur and rushed to wash it off. But the damage was already done. The culprit could have easily gotten wet before returning to the group, even if they stopped the hunt along the way. Dustpelt, Thornclaw, was Sandstorm wet when she returned to the group?
Yes, she was.
That's only because she said she fell into a puddle while carrying the mouse back. It was dark outside, right, Sandstorm? You could have easily lost your footing while carrying the fresh kill back. I know I've done it before. It's a coincidence, Brambleclaw.
A coincidence that Sandstorm left the patrol at the exact same time that Ashfur died and returned wet?
I don't know what in StarClan you think you're getting at, Brambleclaw, but there isn't a single way this could have happened like you said.
You said she fell in a puddle while carrying the mouse, correct?
Yeah, what of it, Grace, right?
That mouse wasn't wet.
How could you know that?
Morning breakfast. I check the fresh kill pile for my share every morning. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Not a single piece of prey was wet.
You... Sandstorm, come on! Tell them it wasn't you! I'm over here defending your flank. You should tell them! You had to have gone hunting that night, right?
Sandstorm, do you have anything to say about this? Can you share where you were on your hunting patrol?
I can't believe you, Brambleclaw. I
I know you're upset about everything that happened today. Anyone would be. I lied to you for moons on end. I admit what I did was wrong, but please, don't do this. I know you better than to make baseless accusations against my mother like this.
Squirrelflight, stay out of this.
No! You haven't provided proof. You've accused Sandstorm of murdering Ashfur in cold blood, and I won't stand for it. Why would she do it, Brambleclaw? She wouldn't have known anything at the time.
It could have been an accident. She said so herself. She couldn't have known the nightshade bush was there.
And what you haven't done yet is provide hard evidence that she was even there. Or how the nightshade berry got to Ashfur somehow. You've conveniently left that part out. You can't do this to her. What's this about, Brambleclaw? You're angry about my lie. I understand that. But you can't take this out on my family. Ashfur already tried to kill Firestar. Then Jayfeather, Hollyleaf, and Lionblaze. He wanted me to suffer because I couldn't love him back. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to make me suffer by accusing Sandstorm of murder because I couldn't trust you enough with my littermaid's secret?
Squirrelflight, listen to me! At the nightshade bush, I discovered squished nightshade berries. More than a lethal amount. It's likely that Sandstorm didn't even know it was there. She may have been too focused on the meeting with Hollyleaf.
She attacked him with nightshade berry juice?
Sandstorm, is this true? Sandstorm, say something! For StarClan's sake, Sandstorm, please! Defend yourself! Refute it! Say you weren't there! Anything! Please don't give up! Sandstorm!
I'm sorry.
No! I won't accept this! Sandstorm was not at the scene of the crime! She did not witness the meeting! And she did not kill Ashfur! Brambleclaw, your logic is all wrong. This is all wrong! All wrong! You're all wrong!
Squirrelflight, what's gotten...
All wrong! All wrong! All wrong! All wrong! All wrong! You said a squishberry was how Ashfur died! Prove it!
I'm sorry. Squirrelflight. I'm sorry. But... you can see the evidence on Sandstorm right now. Her front paw is stained purple. She couldn't wash her fur because...
No! Brambleclaw! All you wanted
That's
to do...
enough! Well, Brambleclaw, you seem to have figured it out. I killed Ashfur. What I didn't realize was how much a nightshade berry could stain. I know it doesn't come off easily, even if I use the lake. I didn't spend too long doing that, though. The patrol would have wondered where I went. Now that I know what he tried to do to Firestar... You're right, Brambleclaw. He did deserve it.
Sandstorm. You didn't need to kill him for our sake.
I was never trying to. I never wanted to. It was an accident. I'm so sorry.
So you overheard everything?
I knew everything. All up until now, when I realized you three are still grandkids of mine.
Sandstorm, I'm so sorry. I never meant...
Love does crazy things to cats. I'm sure you all know that very well at this point. But please know that I still love you just the very same. From the first day I laid my eyes on you two, Leafpool and Squirrelflight, you had my trust and protection. I will always protect you. The juice was fresh on my paws. I revealed myself as soon as Hollyleaf left Ashfur behind. I got so angry of what I heard. He threatened my kids. I couldn't stand for it. I never wanted to kill him. Honest, I attacked him. That's how he got the claw scratch on his neck. He started convulsing almost immediately. I was so panicked, I didn't know what to do. I didn't realize I had poisoned him until long after.
The juice from your paw. Ashfur died because of the berry juice, and
because I weakened him with the poppy seed overdose. This shouldn't have happened.
But why, Sandstorm? Why hide this for so long? Why let us always believe Jayfeather killed him?
I just tried. I was trying.
Jayfeather was protecting me. He knew the truth is something you all couldn't believe. He knew I wasn't a murderer. And I'm not. I never meant to do it.
Sandstorm, why? You realize what you were hiding, right?
I always tried to tell you all. I wanted to tell you it was an accident from the very beginning. But I couldn't reveal what I had heard at Hollyleaf's meeting. What Squirrelflight's secret was. Revealing what I had done would have hurt my daughters so badly. I trusted them. They can make their own choices, just like I did that night.
All right. What is it this time? All three of you spoke to me already. I'm not going to change my mind. Tomorrow, I'm going to that gathering. You'll have to kill me to stop me.
I'm not gonna kill you, Ashfur. I just wanted to speak with you alone, to have you realize the consequences of your actions.
The consequences? The consequences! Do you think I care? The only cat I cared about was Squirrelflight. Did you see where that care got me? This isn't about my consequences. This is about hers.
Ashfur, listen to me! Snap out of it for a second to understand just where your words will go. You're going to tell all 4 clans that we aren't Squirrelflight's kits, and then what? Have you thought about that? What do you think will happen to us? To ThunderClan? To Squirrelflight? What you'll say could cause more problems than solving your fox-hearted revenge story.
I couldn't give less of a mouse tail what happens to you and Squirrelflight now. In fact, it'd be best if the clan turns on you. Forces you all away, like the rogues you really are. What, do you think I'm afraid of ThunderClan falling apart? That's been happening for moons already.
You really don't get it, do you?
What don't I get? That this was coming to Squirrelflight for a long time. She lied to the entire clan. Who could ever have faith in her after that? This is just justice.
You want to talk to me about justice? You don't know the first thing about the Warrior Code. I can't believe you. Maybe it'd be best if you did die. ThunderClan would be a lot better without you!
Do it then! I've already lost everything! You can't change my mind. You'll need to slit my throat. Come on, Hollyleaf. Nothing would bring me more joy to watch you lose faith to that code you love so much. This is the only way.
I'm not gonna stoop to your level of revenge. That would make me so much worse. Go ahead. Tell the clans. Live as a loner for the rest of your sad, miserable life. Live with the guilt that you've ruined the life of the cat you once loved. And never speak to us again.
Hollyleaf left quickly. Ashfur didn't move for a good few heartbeats. As soon as I knew that Hollyleaf was gone, I walked out into the light.
Sandstorm? What are you doing here?
How dare you? How dare you, Ashfur?
Oh, so you learned everything. Squirrel Flight has lied to you. She's lied to all of us. Squirrel Flight
is an excellent mother. Even if those kits are from a rogue, she's made me proud. I don't care what you think this will do. We're bound by loyalty in ThunderClan. Something you deserve to learn from.
Loyalty? I was loyal. I feel sick.
You're sick in the head! You won't destroy us. I'll make sure of it.
No, Sandstorm. Wait!
To protect all of you, I'd do it again. But I had no intention of killing him. Even so, looking back and what he could have done to all of you, to Squirrelflight and Leafpool, to Firestar and ThunderClan.
You didn't want to be called a murderer, to have your family lose faith in you. You kept silent.